Hey Wanahaba, trust you are well, dominating Moorhead City. This is just a shout out from us in South Africa to say thank you for releasing Donni and Jill, little Jed, to come spend some time in South Africa. It's been awesome to hang with them again. They've become great friends of ours, and so inspired by your story at One Harbour, so encouraged by what God is doing in the life of your church and in your city. And I just wanted to say thank you for allowing something of what you're doing, what you're going through, your journey that you're on, to come be a blessing to us in Donni and Jill. They're great friends. We love their faith. We love his wisdom. I love the fact that he just goes and goes and goes for the gospel, and it has been so encouraging in us because we're about to launch some exciting projects, and it's really been amazing. So I want to thank you guys for sending us your best. You've got great leaders in Donni and Jill, and I want to encourage you guys at One Harbour, keep going, keep pumping for Jesus, keep doing what the gospel's called you to do. And to the two legends, Matt and Mike, you know who you are. How's it? Shout out from South Africa, and I look forward to seeing you in North Carolina, Moorhead City, I don't know, someday soon. And you guys keep rocking. We love you guys. We've been praying for you guys. Thanks for sending us Donni and Jill. Ciao.
How's it, One Harbour? Donni and Jill and Jed here, and we just wanted to send a quick video just to say hi. Thanks for all the prayers and support. We had a rough first week in Durban, a lot of jet lag, a lot of sickness, all kinds of little things there, but we were able to get a lot accomplished, and we wanted to kind of put together a little video just to say hi, let you guys know we're doing okay. We're at the airport now, about to head off to Cape Town, but we so appreciate you guys sending us. Feel like this has been a key trip already, just us being able to help some other churches, and already us getting to see some stuff that we get to bring back to One Harbour. So anyway, we love you guys. Can't wait to see you in just a couple weeks, and thanks so much again.
So I know you guys have been coming out here for a while, and we just kind of like to know who you're connecting with out here, who's been some of the voices, some of the places you visited, and what's it really meant for you guys this trip so far?
Yeah, so far we've just spent a week here in Durban. Durban's a city that means a lot to us. We've been coming here for years and years and years. I came here before I even knew Jill. We took teams here to help with the whole HIV/AIDS epidemic, which is massive in KwaZulu-Natal, as you guys know. It's the most highly concentrated epidemic as far as HIV/AIDS goes, and so we had a great time here encouraging some churches, strengthening some churches. We actually got to connect as well. You were with me for out at Live Village, which is really it's really groundbreaking what they're doing as far as raising up an orphanage that can eventually hold thousands and thousands of orphans who are being trained as leaders and we're growing up in normal homes and are going to be able to be released in 2 decades time into their nation to really be part of the solution, which it's a massive problem, and I think that's really the way that the country should be heading. So anyway, it's been a huge privilege to be part of all of that, and we love Durban big time, so it's just been easy.
What do you think is happening in the church in SA? If it's a big question, something you could give us some outside kind of information on. Where do you think God's taking us? What looks different to the first time you came out here? Maybe just some thoughts on that.
Yeah, it's a big question. I don't think we're going to be experts at what's happening in South Africa, but what I can see, I think that the nation's got a real opportunity now, to either do one of two things as far as church goes. You can sort of settle and get comfortable because you're not fighting the battle of apartheid anymore. Things have kind of calmed down a bit. The things are working themselves out. You can actually become a quite comfortable sort of easygoing church, or you can say we've got a great opportunity to make much of the gospel. And we're going to take every single chance we get, everything we do, every Sunday morning, every weekday, every opportunity. We're going to turn it to be a church that's all about the gospel going forward. And I think that would be my encouragement to you guys. We don't get to live forever here on earth. We've only got one life, and we want to make the most of it. And I think for me, the strong encouragement would be that we don't waste any opportunities. I think that's where I think right now that a lot of the churches we've been able to see that they're at a real fork in the road. What are they going to do? Are they going to settle, just have nice, comfortable Christianity for the first time, maybe in a long time in Africa's history, or are they going to say, man, there's no time for that. We're going to get on with it. And we're going to make much of the gospel.
So Jill, maybe to you for a moment. Traveling with a young baby, Jed's 15 months old, not always easy, other side of the world, and obviously. Something God's stirring in your hearts just to be out here. What's been a highlight for you? What's been something of the journey for you? Maybe just a few thoughts.
It's really been amazing to be out here. We love Africa, we love the people, we love the culture, and most importantly, we just love that partnership in the gospel, that even halfway around the world, that we're doing this together. It's all for Jesus and for his gospel and his kingdom going forward. And so I think just getting to connect with other churches and people and know that the kingdom's advancing here in Africa, at home in North Carolina, and that there is actually a partnership, that we're doing this together, that it actually, we spur one another on.
That's great, thanks. Just a closing question. It's been really cool to have Jed out here with you guys. But maybe one more. If you guys had to take something home, you guys have taught us a lot. They're teaching us new things every day. But if you guys had to take something back to your community about South Africa, something that's inspired, taught you, what would it be?
Cool. So great question, Dylan. I mean, there's tons and tons. I think for us, one of the biggest things we've learned from a lot of you guys is just the value of friendship and relationship. In America, we just do church in such a corporate way. We hire and fire, we climb the corporate ladder, we push everybody off the ladder as we go up, and we call that ministry. And I really think, honestly, I think it grieves the heart of God to do ministry that way. I think we hear the language of the Bible. It's a language of family and brothers, and you see that we're a body. And I think the way you guys, you do ministry highly relationally, I think is something that we could really, as a nation, learn from. We already have learned from a lot, actually. I mean, a lot of the guys that have influenced us have just happened to be from South Africa, and just really has been a huge gift to us that we kind of backed off such a corporate sort of paradigm for doing church. I think has dramatically changed how we do it, and continues to challenge us in how we do church. So, I mean, really, that's been a gift from South Africa to us, you know.
Last question. Where I come from, Bud, beards are for boys, as in not men. Okay, so I just want to know if down south it's any different, eh, Bud?
Yeah, where I come from, razors are for girls. That's the only question I have, answer I have, so there you go.
Oh, sorry. Didn't see you guys there. I was busy milking this beast. Talking about a beast, I want to thank you guys for sending Donni out to us. We like to call him the Dominator. He's really come, the scriptures tell us about strengthening, encouraging, comforting. Donni and Jill have done that. He's an incredibly hard-working man, and I want to thank the friends back at One Harbour for releasing him. I know that there's much that those back home would have to pick up in his absence. And man, honestly, thanks you guys. To the friends there, missing you guys. You know, I'm reminded in I think it's in Samuel where we read that Jonathan went to help David find his strength in God. And I think that's exactly what Donni has done. He arrived here and just helped us find our strength in God. Didn't arrive with the answers, but came to point us to the answer. And as we arrived here today, I looked up, it was a beautiful blue sky. And when Donni and Jill and Jedediah arrived a week ago, it was pouring with rain, and they would leave under blue African skies. And I think there's something of a picture of that trip has meant to us here back in Durban. And to my friend Tom Tapping, I've got 3 words.